My name's Natasha, welcome to Hooks and Stitches. I have come on to do a video today to show you all my amigurumi books because around YouTube they're doing an amigurumi book tag and tagging people that do amigurumi into them. Although I haven't actually had a tag, it's more than likely because I haven't actually been on YouTube that long, so people don't realise that I do it. But I thought I'll just do it anyway, and there's a couple of people that I want to tag. I'm not sure whether they've already done videos for it because I haven't seen them, but I thought it would be okay. And that I will be explaining more at the end. My first, I have 10 books, 5 of which I have done amigurumi things out of, but the other 5 I haven't. I'm just collecting them, and it's just as much as of a hobby to collect amigurumi books than it is to collect yarn. But I love it, and I'm going to continue, and eventually I'll be making lots out of each one. And my first is by Sarah Zimmerman, and it's Crochet Cute Critters, and I just love it because they're very childlike, very easy. They look very easy to do, and that's what attracted me to the book in the first place. And I've only made one from here, which I haven't got a photograph of my own one because I'd already given it as a gift, but I will show you. And I can just find the page. That is Alex the Alligator. I didn't do his tummy because I thought it just didn't look right when I went to stitch it on. It looked a really awkward shape, and I didn't think it suited it. So I'm going to play around with it next time and see what I can do to try and improve it. But I left it out and it didn't make any difference, and nobody would know if they didn't realise it was supposed to be there. So I kind of just missed it out, but I love the eyes and I love the snout. But this is a lovely straightforward book, and I love all her blankets and things that she makes, especially with her colour work for on her blankets and things. So this was a present that I got a few years ago, and it was already on my list, and so that was good. It was just one less that I didn't have to get for myself, so that was really good. My second book to show you is Edward's Menagerie. This was my first ever book that I'd actually bought, and I've made quite a few out of here. I've done a rabbit, I've done a rhino, and I've also done a zebra. And I do have the rabbit to show you because my very first one I've kept in my toy cupboard with the rest of my special toys, and I will just quickly show you before I show you the rest of the book. This is her. This is Emma, and that's what her name is in the book for those of you that haven't come across the Edward's Menagerie collection. And to be honest, even though it was probably about almost 5 years ago now, I don't think I did too badly. Things I would have changed was the nose. I think I would have moved it up a little bit if I'd realised. But when you're just starting out, you kind of maybe don't take any notice of the finer things. Now, because I've been doing it for a fair while, you do notice that, and you do kind of want it positioned in different ways to make the face different characters, and maybe the head to the side, make it look like it's actually a different expression to the rest. And I think now, I mean, the neck isn't really wobbly, but it's quite wobbly, and now I put different things in to help stabilise it, like the little bits of felt, and I just roll it up, slot it inside, and then stuff it to make a bit more, to give it a bit more support. Just things like that, really. And the tail, I love the tail, but like I say, I think it's just the fact that you use hooks that aren't quite so when you're, because you don't realise that it will make holes if you don't go down a size, and things like that. So I love it, and it's not too bad at all. I never stuff them fully because I don't want them to look full, but maybe I would put more in the tummy because there isn't a lot in the tummy. But overall, I do think I did really well, and I have made several of these for different people, and for babies that have been born and things, because they can just grab hold of the floppiness, and they're just ideal to kind of take along wherever they're going, whether it's shopping or not. And so I made that one, and then I'll show you quickly the others. I made a polar bear. I've also made the zebra, like I said. And then I actually made the rhino before the zebra, because the zebra I made last of all. I've only just done that. I can't find it now for a minute. Hold on. There it is. And that's dear old Austin. I made one for my brother, and the dog got hold of it, and he said it took ages and ages for him to chew it up. So I must be a very good amigurumiist now, because for a dog not to be able to rip it completely, I must have done a really good job. But yeah, so I love doing that. This was my favourite one to do, I think, out of all of them, because I do love how the rhino turned out. And when at the time of buying that one, I bought a set of 2, and I bought the birds one, and the birds one I've not literally done anything to, apart from the one I have made, not for a very long time, because the feet put me off, and I have said that in my previous videos as well. But the one that I had made already, which is in the beginning, hold on just a minute. And that was Vince, the blue-footed booby bird. And I have him here, which I have shown on my previous other videos, but I thought I would show him again, because we were talking about the book that I actually made him from. And so there he is, yet again, making another appearance in my video. And he's got a tail that is supposed to be in the upwards position, but I'm not quite sure whether that's in the right position or not, but who cares? We love him. And I will be making more in the future. But I think I've done a really good job there, considering that was my first ever attempt at a bird. So with these, if you're not familiar with the Edward Menagerie books, they're split up into levels so that you start off plain and simply, and then so there's not much colour changing to be done, and then as you go through and you start getting more advanced, like there's a duck there, that's still on level 1, and you just you get to know how to change colours and things, and then you learn different techniques as you go along to be able to progress through to the different ways of doing their feet and things like that. And then when it comes to level 3, I can just pick out one that's on level 3 a moment. then obviously then you're changing colours a bit more frequently, and there was one the other day that I fancied making. Oh, that's it. Gilbert the Pheasant, where you're changing quite often and there's a lot more colour work into it, and things, and the legs get a bit more technical and things like that. So you learn techniques as you go along, and then you become quite an expert by the time you get to the level 3 birds. And that's the same with this one. If I quickly show you, there's all sorts of different stitches, so you can learn how to do fur and things like that. So it goes from the basic up to the different stitches you can make. And I mean, I love that one. The other one that I have made from it was not the fluffy one, but I made the chimpanzee, which I forgot all about, and I've made that one 3 or 4 times actually. Hold on. Well done with it. I've tried to make this video several times, and I've lost all my, dropped out all my bits of paper from the pages because I kept getting interrupted by my family. So you'll just have to forgive me a little. Let me just see if I can find it. Here he is, Benedict the chimpanzee. Isn't he beautiful? I loved him lots, and I love doing the face because you do the muzzle and then the eyepiece, and then you sew it together and then sew it on, and you can position it really well and just have your own expression on him and everything. And I love his ears, just love everything all about them, and they're so easy. And my because this was my very first one, was because my crochet inspiration friend that lives in North Taunton, where I used to live, she said to me that these are so, the patterns are so easy to get along with, and it'd be just amazing for me to start, because she knows that I like to make toys and things, and so that would be the one that she recommended for me to start with. And so that's why I went on eBay and managed to find the two together quite cheaply, but that was almost 6 years ago now, so that was a very long time. Now moving on, cute crocheted animals. I'm in the process of making this one. I have mentioned it in my first video that I made, and I've done the head, but the eyes didn't look right, and it's kind of put me off a bit, so I might just completely scrap it and redo it. But I like this book because it was recommended on from Elise on La Petite Saint Crochet's channel, and I like the fact that you can make the outfits for them as well, and they've got all wardrobes, and there's different characters to make and dress up, and it's very straightforward and just quite lovely. And on the back you can see some outfits and things to use, and so I'm looking forward to doing a bit more to that when we get time. Excuse me. And anyway, moving on, I've got another Edward's Menageries Doll Emporium here, and I have made the chef, although I hadn't quite finished it, and I'm not quite sure where it went, but it was originally for my son because he was a chef, and I thought I would make it for him to keep, but I have no idea what happened to it. I know I was struggling at the time with the chef's trousers, and I just don't know what's happened to it. Let me just get, and my son has a beard, and I thought it would be quite apt to do exactly that. And I'd done the jacket and everything. The fingers were really difficult. I don't have him to show you, like I say, but and I would imagine that the trousers are quite difficult with the colour change as well. Not just the colour change that would be difficult, but just I struggled to try and kind of get it all joined. It just didn't make sense to me. And the fingers, I think next time I'll go down a hook size to do them, because it's really fiddly when you're only left with 4 or 5 stitches in each one. Oh, off it goes. And so you with this one, because it's a flip book, you can decide what head you want to put on it, you know, and choose. So that's another great book, and that's well explained too. Now these are the ones that I haven't made anything out of, but I've managed to actually just get hold of, and I will be making something eventually. But even if I don't, they're really nice to keep, and that's what I should do. This one is an actual storybook that you can crochet toys to accompany, and I love the fact that they are so cute and so easily made, and I like the fact that they look so neat. All of them look really, really neat, and I think that's what made me enjoy the book, and to be able to read a story and have some crocheted toys to go with it. I think children will love it, and because I work, sorry, not live, in a school with special needs, I think that they would like to have something to hold, you know, whilst the story's being read and play with. So I will be doing that sometime in the future. But they also, I think, they also make really lovely presents, you know, for people that love butterflies and things. So again, very good book, and I haven't made anything, but I will soon. My Crochet Doll. I like the thought of crocheting dolls, just the same as the Edwards Menagerie one. And this book took my eye because you can literally make the things to accompany it again, like you know, the cake and things like that. And you can dress them up as superheroes, excuse me, and there's always something going on, like, you know, at the beach and things, and there's always things to make, and different outfits to go with whatever mood you're into, what you want to do with them at the time. And that's another really good book that I managed to get from my other friend in a big bundle of yarn and things that she was de-stashing with. So I kept hold of it because I said I would quite like it. There's also some magazines and stuff that I got as well from her before she moved up near London. Anyway, my next one is Once Upon a Time in Crochet, and I got this as a Christmas present a couple of Christmases ago, which I haven't done anything with, but I do love the fact that they look so cute, and I do love the one that did draw me to it when I was looking through was the Princess and the Pea. Granny with granny square blankets, you actually make a bed, make the doll, and it's even got, and she's even holding the pea, and I love that, and I think it would be really lovely for children to play with. And I love the fact of the ugly ducklings too. I think they're really cute. So again, just to be able to role play, you know, when you're thinking about nursery rhymes and stories being read, I think that's a lovely thing to do. So I've got that book, and there's 2 more left, and these I showed in my last video for when I was doing what I had for Christmas, because it was this year. And these two books have been on my list for quite a while. And basically this one I wanted mainly for the Queen, but since being in year one, I've been reading stories from the iconic women, and I thought it would be really lovely to actually crochet each of the women to accompany the book. And so I will get around to it. Maybe I'll do one every couple of months and see how far I get or something. But at the moment, I've got a list as long as your arm, just like any other crocheter, I suppose. But this one I saw the pattern for, and it was £4 something or £3 something, and because I wanted all of them eventually, I thought, well, I might as well buy the book. And because they were both on special offer from an eBay seller, and they were almost new, I put the money towards that rather than just having a single pattern. So I'll be making them soon, and then I'll be able to show you my progress. And last but not least, this one here. I've been doing a bobble stitch blanket, which I've been showing in my other videos. And with this, because I've always wanted to make this one, each time I've seen the book, it's this one and this one that caught my eye, and I do quite like him too. And obviously, because I have learnt the technique now, I think this one will be quite nice to make. So I'm just going to see what this one brings, and that's my reason for it. But they are very straightforward, very easy instructions with lots of photos and things, so if you get stuck you can always have a closer look. And that's basically it really for all of my books. Now what I have done has made a list of the books that I would like to have, and one of them being Crochet Ragdoll book, where they've basically only got stuffing in the head and the body is just flat, because I thought about making those a bit like Lovey's, or maybe even for dog toys, you know, something like that, because that book looked quite interesting from what I've seen on other people's videos. And then Cutest Crochet Creations, that's on my list, and Amigurumi Treasures 2, and the Pika books collection. I've been looking at those, but I just haven't had the money to purchase them just yet. But again, they're on my list, so hopefully, you know, I'll be able to get them as presents even if I don't get them myself. But they're really good and really well explained and straightforward as well, so that's the reason why I want to have those. Dress Up Amigurumi is another one, much the same as the Crochet Doll, where you've got 4 different patterns as bog standard, and then you can make outfits for them. And then one of the others which I saw this morning on someone's video was All Year Round Gnomes by Annie's Crochet. Well, Annie's Crochet books, they are very thin, but I like that I've got one of a blanket crochet book, and that's for colour work from corner to corner, and then you incorporate a picture as you go, and change colours and things, and that. So her patterns are really well explained, so I'm looking forward to seeing if I can find the All Year Round Gnomes, because I like gnomes as well, and I think that would be quite a good one for quick makes and things, especially if it's for different seasons. So I'm going to look out for them and see if I can get them during the year. Now it comes to my amigurumi book tag. I don't know whether they've already been suggested by other people, but I'm going to do it anyway, and that is Elise from Les Petites Saint Crochet, because I know she's done book recommendations before, but I don't think it's been recently, and I don't know if she's got any new ones. So it'll be good to see the books that she has. And also Jeanette from the Crafty Clegs. I absolutely adore her videos, and I watch her all the time, every single video that she brings out. And I know that she loves to do amigurumi. So hi Jeanette, if you're watching, and I would like to see if you've got any amigurumi books that you would like to share. Of course, there's no expectation, you don't have to. I only did it because I have lots of them and I wanted to share them. So if you feel like you want to make a video, you know, to go along with it, then that's fine. If not, don't worry. And I would love it if you would like and subscribe to help my channel grow. And also, if you could write in the comments your favourite book, whether it be one of mine or one of your own, because I'm always open to suggestions, and have a look to see other books that that people have recommended. That would be really good too, and I will comment as soon as I can when the messages come through. So I'm going to go now because I have another video to make a bit later on to show my progress over the last 2 weeks. So I'm going to upload this one and then do the rest, do another one this afternoon. Thank you so much for watching. I love to do this, and I love to show everyone what I've been doing, and I love to watch other people as well. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to see you all again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.